Hey, what's up, guys? Listen, new updates in the Keke Palmer drama. Y'all, I told y'all so. Didn't I say that Darius and his ne'er-do-well brother, Serena's, who, according to his baby's mom, is also was trying to set Keke up? Didn't I say they were coming for Keke's bag? And didn't I tell you that they thought that they had all their ducks in the row? The one thing they didn't count on was the fact that Keke actually had video evidence. And didn't I tell y'all that they were launching a systematic campaign through his social media posts, through, in my opinion, and lots of people's opinions, hired bots to literally besmirch Keke's reputation and try to make it seem like he was just a man so caught up because he wanted to get to a Senate. Keke was denying him. Didn't I tell y'all? Darius and his family are insane. They have now given evidence, okay, that they think is vindicating themselves from everything. But first of all, Divinity 777 on Insta, thank you for sending this to me ASAP, right? There is new evidence that Darius and his brother dropped of Keke's mom threatening him, okay? And he somehow thinks this vindicates him. Like Divinity says, all that proves is exactly what we were all saying about them trying to set Keke up. The fact that they had recordings of this, the fact that they were holding on, the fact that everybody knows that Keke was being, all right? Now listen, this is, you know what is so sick to me, right? There were so many people being like, oh my God, how come her family ain't do nothing about it? As if there's not such a thing as jail. You realize we live in a country where you cannot have vigilante justice. I understand the feeling of want to, like square up on someone. But at the end of the day, her daddy, her mommy, her best friends and sisters can't be going to jail over that trash. Keke handled it the way that the laws of the United States tell us to handle something if we want justice, okay? If we want justice, y'all, let's get into this because this got me hot and bothered. Hot and bothered. There are now text messages they released. There is an audio they released. And you know what? I agree with Keke's mom. Mind you, this threat that he felt, Keke's mom was on speakerphone. So when you hear this, she wasn't even in the room. His mom was on that. So let me get this straight. A grown woman threatened you, someone's mommy, and you break into the house, right? You break into the house and assault the daughter. Y'all, let me just set this up before I play this because you have to hear the ridiculous story, right? Darius is denying all abuse claims from Keke. And he says he's bringing receipts to the table for everybody else. According to TMZ, okay, and this is, you know what? Let me just say this about TMZ. I've said it one time. TMZ is anti-woman. They've always been anti-woman. They always side with the problematic man. You add a Black woman onto that, baby, listen, you can take what you want from TMZ, but take it with a grain of salt. Now they're dropping receipts. Y'all, listen. Okay, so anyway, Darius is denying all abuse allegations after the restraining order. A source close. Wait. Okay, so Keke Palmer's ex, Darius Jackson, is denying her bombshell abuse allegations, even though we caught him on camera in 4K. Let me tell y'all something. Don't be listening to these pick-me's ladies and don't be listening to these dusties because at the end of the day, they want you to sit down, shut up, and be quiet. And if it does not work in your favor, if you get hurt, it's always going to be your fault no matter what you do. You can catch that mofo in 4K and they will still be in TMZ being like, but you made me. He's denying it and is leveling up his own claims against Keke's mom. What does Keke's mom have to do with you breaking into this woman's house and assaulting her? Okay. And whom he insists threatened to put a bang bang in his head. Well, mofo, she obviously didn't do it because you walking around lying in too tight gym shorts looking like a, you know what? Let's just move on because at the end of the day, I always thought he was a cornball, looking like a cornball abuser. Sources close to Darius tell TMZ the latest issue between the couple stems from an argument over the custody of his infant son. Per sources, Darius had texted Keke about going to pick up his son to watch football last Sunday. When he arrived at Keke's place, Leo wasn't there. Now, let me just put this in context. I'm going to get to the audience for audio in a second, but I got to say this. Keke had left Darius in October because he was abusive. She literally said, stay away from us. Not only was he abusive to Keke, he was abusive to his son. And no, I don't believe that parents have a right to their children. Not when you wilding out, baby. You're not going to catch me crying into the camera on Discovery ID, talking about who could have known that you was going to do something to Leo. Baby, I felt it. And no, but you can get mad. I'm playing with that. Not with me, not with mine, okay? So bump that. I do and always have believed that if somebody is abusive to the mother, they're going to be abusive to the child. Because like Darius said, well, you know what? Let's just get back into it. Second of all, he texted Keke, but Keke ain't never respond. So let me just say this. You do not live with me. This is my house. You have no right to come in. You text me about getting a baby to go to a football game. I don't respond to you. So the only solution you saw was breaking into my house and demanding to see your son? Do this not seem like a psychotic person? He should be in jail, and I hope he gets arrested for breaking an entry. I don't care. And the thing is, had this been just a regular dude that Darius said owed him money, since y'all seem to respect money more than women and children, right? And he had been like, yo, I'm going to be there on Sunday to pick up my money. And somebody hadn't got back to him. So he broke into dude's house and literally beat him up and dragged him around like a bag of trash. Darius would be under the jail right now. But because Keke was in a romantic relationship, and because we live in a nation that excuses domestic violence across all races, creed, color, and religions, this isn't just a Black community issue. This is an everybody community issue. Now, all of a sudden, people are like, well, oh no. Well, did she respond? Baby, what? I'm telling you, this is a litmus test for now on, ladies. If you dating someone, if you laying down with someone, if you're expecting to build a family, literally be like just so silly on a first date, second, or even if you're already married. Oh my God, what do you think about that Keke Palmer situation? And actually, don't let your face show anything. Don't pass judgment, because the best thing to do is just let somebody talk. What do you think? Really? Yeah, he probably did only want to see his son. Take notes and then get the F out of there and get to safety as soon as you can, because baby, he's telling you the way he feels and the way he will act if provoked. But let's keep going. They said from there, an argument between Darius and Keke ensued. And at some point, Keke got her mom on the phone and put her on speaker. Yeah, duh, Darius. How do you think? Of course she got her mom on the phone because she thought that when somebody means you harm, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where someone's about to square up on you, whether you won the fight or not, you can feel it in the air. Energy is real. I don't have to say energy. This is actual scientific studies that there's pheromones that when you are being aggressive, when you are scared, when you are happy, they get released. That's how things literally do get in the air, and you have receptors in your skin. This ain't no Mojo Jojo stuff. Shout out to the Powerpuff Girls. This is actually real science. You have receptors in your skin that can literally pick up the pheromones that another person is putting out. This is scientific proof. It is an evolutionary response. When someone means you harm, you can feel it. It's almost coming off. It's wafting. You can feel it. Keke felt that aggression and tension. It wasn't the first time he hit her. It wasn't the second, third, fourth, 18th time he hit her. That's why she put her mom on the phone right? That's why she put her mom on the phone, because she felt. He said in the argument between Darius and Keke, at some point, Keke got her mom on the phone. This fool just broke into your house. Of course you called your mom. You don't want to call 911 because you don't want to be a spectacle. But now look, right? And they were told Sharon was screaming and cussing Darius out. You are standing in her daughter's house uninvited and refused to leave. Your daughter called you scared. Hell yeah, her mom was cursing you out. And Darius, what's that got to do with the fact that you shouldn't even been there and you should have left? Her mom, this is the rebuttal. It was during that time when Sharon allegedly told Darius she put a bullet in his head that brought things to another level. So her mom on the phone said, MFL, you better leave or I'm going to put an MFM booth through your booth. Your response was to beat her daughter down? I can't, you know what? I can't be serious. Darius then attempted to wrestle Keke's phone away from her. So I'm sorry, because her mom cursed you out, you get into a fight with her over her phone. What did her phone have to do with this? Y'all hadn't been together since October. Why were you trying to wrestle her phone away from her? That's attempted robbery. If I was Keke, I would put that mofo underneath the jail. Literally. Which our sources say is when that's what was depicted in one of Keke Palmer's exhibits from her restraining order filing last week, which shows them tussling and struggling on the couch. Mind you, he can't say that Keke was fighting back. Mind you, he can't say that Keke started it. Mind you, he has no evidence of Keke ever being violent with him. And your only thing is things got out of control and you body slammed her because she wouldn't give you her phone. Again, take Keke Palmer out of it and insert any man's name in there. Darius will be arrested. We're told Darius absolutely denies abusing Keke. And our sources say cops even came over and didn't find any probable cause to arrest him for DV. They didn't even file a report, we're told. They said that's what sources, and we're told Darius's mother caught wind of the blank in the head thread and texted Sharon over it. Of course, he was raised by a trash pickweed mother. She should be ashamed that she raised such vile, disgusting trash. Trash. Both your sons trash. Shame on your bloodline. Trash. Anyway, they said we should know. Keke also included screenshots from the altercation between her and Darius on the stairs in the restraining order. We don't know what led to that incident. In any case, our sources say Darius is sticking to his story and denies the recent allegations of abuse. The judge, of course, felt a temporary restraining order wasn't. Who you gonna believe? TMZ, Darius, or the MF and judge? Oh, that's right. That's right. Because judges are only to believe that they side with the man if it's the woman. Yo, I feel so sorry for Keke Palmer. Y'all, and then look what he said. As we reported, Keke was spotted out in public working on appeared to be a shot. She received a bouquet of roses and was smiling. Oh, wow, that's right, because victims of abuse can't ever smile. Anyway, there's an update. A source close to Keke tells us Darius Jackson made his way into her home that Sunday and began to cuss Keke out as she was on the phone with her mom, Sharon. So let me get this straight. She was on the phone with her mom and you popped up, broke into her house? Oh my God. We're told Sharon made the threat about the bang because she feared for her daughter's safety and couldn't be there in person to protect Keke. Darius and his mom are trash. Let me break this circle of violence because I swear to God, if he was right here, I would literally, he would be stomped down. But you know what? Violence isn't the answer because at the end of the day, let's just get this fool off the street. He is a danger. And of course, every single man that is trash, every single man got a mama that co-signed for it. Got a mama that co-signed for it. Let's hear what her mom actually said. Y'all ready for this? I'm going to try to beep out as much as I can because y'all know I don't want to get demonetized. I don't want to be broke without a job like Darius Jackson. Listen to this mess.
Where's my baby?
You better watch out. You might get a bullet in your motherfucking head.
Where's my baby?
You better
into Keke's house while she was on the phone with her mom and had the nerve to be like, "Where my baby?" What? Y'all. Then Darius's mom got involved. Let her be named. Let us show her. What is Darius's mom's name? Let this MFing piece of trash that raised some disgusting, vile, dumb excuses. They're not even black men. Shout out to black men or whatever they are, right? Let them be a Panamanian. Let them be named. Somebody said, "Hello, Sharon. How are you? I tried not to get involved in my son's personal business. So when your son was beating up the mother of your grandchild, you didn't want to be involved? Dumb pick me. But I heard that you're going to put a bee in my son's head. Well, then now we have to involve authorities because you don't respect or value yourself. And I can see my son's life either. You might have to blank us all, baby. I'm praying for that day. I will file a police report on you now. Mind you, they did this after the police came there. After the police came there, because Keke did call the police. Now get this, right? Sharon also posted, I dare you to mess with my family. My family means everything to me. You and your family act like sociopaths and like the world can't see it. You are phony. And I saw you from day one. And my daughter is kind and our family treated you with kindness. And this is how you treat it. I won't take this laying down anymore. I'm done. That's right, Miss Sharon. That's right. That's MFM right. I stand with Keke Palmer. Watch my video where I break it down. This was nothing but a shakedown. Darius ain't never like Keke. He saw somebody wounded and broken. We gonna get into that. He targeted Keke Palmer. He got her pregnant on purpose. I don't know why women don't believe that men be trapping women with babies. They do all the time. It's the number one MO of abusive men. He trapped her with the baby. He literally, and his brother, and that whole family was systematically trying to make the public hate Keke so he could play victim and file for child support. Y'all, listen, I'm going to be following this, and I have 2 other important videos I am going to be posting later on today. Please make sure you watch them, or if you don't, do some research. Y'all, I stand with Keke Palmer, and I have had enough of domestic violence. We got to stop this now. Y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.